Hey, apologies, my ninjas. I had already recorded the reaction compilation for the day, but the file was corrupted. Can you believe that? My ninjas pissed me off. Now I was gonna redo it, but then it wouldn't be authentic. It wouldn't be as funny. You know, y'all know. So I decided to do something different instead. Someone asked me in the comments, what's my problem with single moms? Why do I say no man should date single moms? So I'm making that video now. I have two stories. Well, the first one is not really a story. So my father, the one who sent that funny video and I showed you guys, he is my stepdad. I did not know my real father. Okay? Well, I did, but I didn't know him. I know of him. But my stepdad, who I consider to be my real dad, he was a top tier man dealing with a bottom tier woman. Bottom tier meaning my mom. Horrible woman. He shouldn't have. And when I grew up, I told him, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. He said, really and truly, in hindsight, yes, he would agree with me. But he said when he was young, he didn't really have experience with women. My mom gave him some cheeks, and that ninja said, yeah, this is what this thing feel like. I'm staying right here. And I was a baby. He fell in love with me as a kid. I'm my bigger sister. So he stayed. But my mom was horrible. She put him through a lot of shit, my ninjas. A lot. When I say a lot, though, I don't want to get into all that, but she put him through a lot of... He stayed there for us, the kids. The two of his own and the two that weren't for him. Right? Honorable, yes, but I told him that's not something he had to do. If he was, if he was more sensible, more smart, be his own man. Got himself a woman who didn't have kids, he would have a much different, a much better life. And he would agree. But he said he don't regret it because, he got me as a son and he, my sister as a daughter. I was like, yeah, you just saying that shit to feel good. You know what I mean? But right there, that already solidified in my mind. No man should ever get with a single mom because there's no benefit to that. And on the other side, the bad things that could happen. And this comes from one of my female acquaintances. She told me this a few years back. I even asked her today if it was okay for me to tell you guys this story. And she said, yeah, just don't call her name like I would call her name. All right, no, my ninjas, this one is crazy. All right, sit down and really digest what I'm about to tell you. When she was 12 or 13, whatever age it was, her mom is also a single mom. And her mom had a boyfriend. He had locks. She said she always liked to see guys with locks. So she said one night she walked into her mom's room when her mom and the boyfriend was getting busy. Getting jiggy with it. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. She saw it and she said it was enticing. And she wanted to know what that feel like. Cool. So I'm thinking in my mind, when she said that, oh my God, she went off and ruined some little boy's day. Or made his day, But no. She said one day, her mom's boyfriend was asleep on the chair. And what she did, she pulled his pants down and she, gave him some FaceTime, no iPhone. He woke up and he saw. He was terrified. Yeah, because who wouldn't be? She's telling me this. He was terrified. And she said, he really didn't know what to do, right? Because, he's wondering, what's happening here? He said, no, you can't be doing that. And so, because, he's trying to be like, oh, she's a little girl. He's like, yeah, you can't do stuff like this and so forth. And she said this to me. When she said this to me, this is when I had a different type of fear for some women, because at that age, for her to do something like this is crazy, my ninja. She said she told him, if he doesn't allow her to do that and more, she would tell her mom or she would tell the police. That ninja didn't know what to do. She said that went on for like 2 years. 2 years. And then she said one day he just upped and left. Her mom was crying, wondering what happened to him. And she said she knew he probably just couldn't take it anymore. And she laughed about it. And I told her, yo, you don't feel bad? She said, no, she does. But then she didn't. And I said, wow, that's crazy. You being that young and you would do something like that. She said that is something she wanted to do. And I asked her, do you regret it? She said, no, she regret what she did to him and how she made him feel, but she did not regret what she did. And that too, my ninjas, is that you don't know what could happen if you're a man and you go into a single mother's household. You don't know what bad or good could come out of it. And normally the bad is very bad. I'm talking prison time. So why should a man take a risk to do something like that? It just don't make sense to me. If you're a man and you don't have kids, it's just much safer to not date a single mom. If you're a man, you like to live on the edge, you go bungee jumping, skydiving, all of that crazy shit, then go ahead. That means you don't care about your life in the first place. But yeah, it's wild out here, my ninjas. No, I don't know if y'all would like this video or if it's gonna get views or anything, but I just wanted to put out something. So, because I'm trying to record a video a day, 5 days a week to feed you fiends, you hear me? Because I know the common sense content is like cracking these streets, you hear me? But that's cool. I got another one coming tomorrow. But hey, never date a single mom. Also, like and subscribe, my ninjas.